the Steam game that everyone is playing, MegaBonk. Right now there are like 65,000 people playing, but I'm gonna jump into a round as Sir Oofy. We come through the portal, and our first objective is to start going to the charge up shrines. Not really sure what they're called, but I head straight to two of them right off the bat, and luckily they line up. So when these unlock, I get to pick my power up. I take the size here and size again. These make my sword slashes bigger than before. After killing a few goblins, I get my first level up, and I decide that I'm going to take the attack speed because it makes my sword go faster and goes pretty well with this character. After fighting some goblins, I get my first chest of the run as a drop, and somehow I get a legendary on the first drop. The ice cube is pretty good, even though I didn't notice it helping me out much during the run. At the end statistics, I noticed it did quite a bit of damage. After some more time of leveling up, getting chests, stopping at shrines, fighting zombies, goblins, and all sorts of other things, finally, the first boss spawned. The Stone Golem. Unfortunately for me, my attacks were still pretty weak at the time, so I had to leave him be. After a bit more running around and getting power-ups, I was finally able to take him out, but as soon as that happened, the swarm came. Thanks to that, like 1,000 goblins spawned everywhere, and they just kept coming after me. After I started clearing out a bit of the horde, I headed over to pick up a few more upgrades and buy a few things from these guys at the shop. But then I decided that it was time to fight the final boss. And in came Lil Bark. Now, if you look at the health bar, you'll notice that I'm not doing that much damage. And I keep getting hit by his red things throughout this fight. On top of that, I'm being swarmed by like a million skeletons and goblins. And bees, I guess. So, this fight takes me a while. Yeah, a long time. This is like 3 minutes long if it wasn't sped up. Maybe even longer. Somewhere during this fight, I get some upgrades from something that makes my damage a lot higher. So, I end up doing a lot more damage towards the end of that fight, and as these last few seconds tick down in the clock, the final swarm will come. At this point, my build was alright, and I thought I was going to last quite a while fighting up against these guys. And I did do pretty good, but eventually they overran me. After that run, I head into the unlocks, and that's where I see it, the katana. I knew that I had to unlock this next. So, I jump into my next round as Calcium, the skateboarding skeleton. I knew the desert map would be perfect for him, because it's just lots of hills. And I knew that I'd need speed to break all of those tumbleweeds. This time, coming out of the portal, my priorities were straight. Break as many tumbleweeds as possible. Now, to make this as easy as I could for myself, I knew that I needed to last as long as I could in the round. So, for this guy's weapon set, it's best to go for a lot of projectiles and just a lot of damage. After not long, I see it, my first tumbleweed. Now, there's only a 5% chance you get the katana out of them, and didn't get it this time. I had a feeling that I had a lot more of this ahead of me. Luckily, I found another one pretty quick, but after that, there was a lot of skating around, getting items, and more skating around, until I found my next tumbleweed. And, believe it or not, didn't get it. I feel like that's going to happen a lot. Speaking of tumbleweeds, these guys pop up everywhere, and for whatever reason, the guy doesn't like to attack them. Maybe it's because they're skeletons too. But if you watch carefully throughout the rest of this, you'll see how, for whatever reason, the bones that the main guy throws, whatever the heck his name was, does not like to throw bones at them. Doing some more skating around, I decided that I'm going to try to shred on this wall. And, shocker, the tumbleweed guys that you don't attack hit me. See, this guy jumps right over the shrine, and for whatever reason, he decides not to attack him. I head over to the next shrine, and it's the same thing. These guys pop up out of nowhere, and are just able to hit me. This is where I got the feeling that this is going to be a long run. Yeah, I'm in a desert, but talk about a drought. This is like 6 straight minutes of no tumbleweeds until finally 3 pop up out of nowhere on top of the freaking skeleton tumbleweeds. Anyways, I only get 2 of these because one of them rolls straight into the mummy mosh pit. And, big shocker, no katana. Now, here's like the 100th sped up segment because really, nothing happens. Because I'm in a desert, I guess. But after some time, I finally decide that I'm just going to fight the boss. And then here comes Anubis. And luckily my build this run was pretty crazy, so I'm shredding it. I get hit by his lasers a few times, but once I figured out how they worked, I was, just dodging it. I also had to worry about the sand golem with these little freaking sand cubes beneath my feet. Luckily my build was pretty good this run, so I made quick work of Anubis, also on the easiest difficulty. So, a little sandstorm came up, but it really didn't do anything. Don't even know why that's a thing. But, in about 2 seconds, the final swarm is coming. But, that was not going to stop my search for tumbleweeds, so it was back to the grind. And here we go again, another sped up segment. I survived for quite a long time with all these ghosts coming after me, and I kept getting items. There I saw it, another tumbleweed, and there it was, the katana. I stood here because I knew I could die happily, but once I leveled up again and was able to get the katana perk, I knew that this wasn't over. So I went back to fighting, but once the black ghosts start popping up, it ends pretty quickly because they are way strong. I thought I was doing pretty decent, but they really just overwhelm me really quick. And if you watch the health, it's going to start going down really fast. And so it came to an end, but my mission was complete and I died happy. I got the katana. Subscribe.